Mate. Okay, I explain this to me, how you can be pregnant and not know it. What about the period, first of all?
I mean, I still had mine. It was irregular, but I'm anemic, so it's always been irregular.
So you're used to just spotting it and being normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know when you got to college, you gained like 10 pounds.
Yeah,
normal.
maybe 10. Which freshman 15, like, of course that's going to happen.
Okay, exactly. So, what kind of birth control? Are you on birth control?
No, I mean, we were using condoms.
Condoms.
Which obviously don't work all the time.
Especially if you don't put them on all the time, right? Okay,
Yeah.
let's be honest. Okay. Right? Come on, let's be real. Okay, we're being honest here. Okay, so you get pregnant, you have a boyfriend and everything, you get pregnant, but you don't know it.
Right.
No nausea, no nothing.
No, I mean, I was never nauseous. I think I was sick maybe once all through school, and it was like my throat hurts, like I feel like I've got strep or something.
Wow. So tell me about the day that the baby was born.
Well, we were in our dorm room, and I woke up at like 4 in the morning, and I had some cramps, and I was like, oh, you know, I gotta go to the bathroom. It's about that time of month. So I went to the bathroom and got some water and went to get back in bed. And I have a lofted bed, so I mean, I have to go upstairs. And I was like, started to do that, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way that's happening. Like, I can't get up there. So I laid on the floor for a few minutes thinking like, okay, it's just cramps, we'll get over it, and then I can go to bed. Well, I was like whimpering in pain because it hurt so bad, and it woke Morgan up, and she's like, do you need some tea? Do you need a hot water pack? Like,
So Morgan, tell me what you're seeing.
Well, when as I heard moaning in pain, I rolled over, and I thought Elizabeth was just having a bad dream. So I thought, all right, I'll roll over, I'll wake her out of her dream, and then I'll get back in bed. And when I rolled over, she was on the floor, and I could tell she was in a lot of pain.
Did you get her to a bathroom or anything? You got her to a toilet, right?
Yeah, but she actually, I offered her some medication, but she said, you know, I already had taken some, so you know, I offered her tea or a hot heating pad or something, and she said, no, you know, it'll go away soon. And she got up and she went to the bathroom herself.
So, okay, so she's on the toilet, and then you hear her yelling something. When did she start yelling?
I could hear that the pain was escalating really fast, and so then I hear, Morgan, baby, and I was like, what, baby?
You're thinking, we're close and I love you, but I'm not your baby, right? Like, what's going on?
Exactly, so I was like, oh my gosh, and I burst in the bathroom door and started banging on the stall. I was like, open the door, open the door, open the door. And so she opened the door and was giving birth on the toilet.
Did you see the baby coming out?
Yeah, I mean, the baby was coming out, and he took a little swim in the toilet.
What?
Yeah, there's not much space between, you know, like where you're sitting in the water.
Yeah.
And so
he plopped into the toilet?
slid and she picked him up.
Yeah. So she was freaking out so badly. I mean, you can just tell how badly you'd be freaking out. And
what the heck are you thinking? A baby is coming out of you, you don't know you're pregnant.
Yeah, I was shaking, and I was like, oh my God, that's a baby.
Did you think you were having a dream? Like, I would think,
did.
wake up. I'd be pinching myself like I'm having a dream.
I mean, I was like, this isn't real. Like,
this isn't real.
Happening. Like, there's a baby right there. What's going on?
Okay, so baby's in the toilet. Then what do you do with the baby?
Well, baby was in the toilet, so I mean, I took him out of the toilet, and
was he crying?
Well,
He cried like once.
But then like, if babies aren't screaming, that was making me really nervous, because that means they're taking in air if they are. So I flipped him on his stomach and, you know, patted his back to loosen the mucus.
How'd you know how to do that?
Well, I'm in school. I want to be in PA to an OBGYN.
Okay.
And so I'm a microbiology major. So I mean, I watch a lot of like Discovery shows and stuff like that about. That's like what I'm interested in. So I watch shows like that, and I guess that kind of kicked in. I mean, I'm not really sure. Nothing can prepare me for that.
Thank God for the Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
So then you called Tyler, which is your boyfriend.
Yes.
You called her boyfriend. What did you say to him?
Yes. Well, at first she's, you know, called Tyler, and I was like, oh no, not the boyfriend. So I called him, and I woke him up, and he was like, you know, hello, and I was like, Tyler, Liz just had a baby in the bathroom. She had a what?
Tyler, when you got that phone call, what the heck was going through your head?
I was shocked. I called my dad immediately, and we drove to the hospital. And when I got there, it was shocking and amazing. It was a great feeling.
Shocking, amazing at the same time.
Yeah.
But weren't you kind of out of your mind, like, what the hell? Like, you know, it's not even like you can do that, it's not mine type of thing. Because there was never a bump to begin with to even talk. You know, I would be losing my mind.
No, it was definitely scary.
Pretty
at first,
surreal,
but
right?
It was cool.
Well, guess what? Elizabeth and Tyler's baby is here. Lane, come on out here, Lane. And didn't expect it.
Oh, no.
So what's up with school? Did you have to drop out of school?
I did a medical withdrawal for that semester, but I'm going back. We actually started class on Monday.
Good. I'm so... Yay. And so are you and Tyler still boyfriend and girlfriend? What's going on?
We actually got married 2 weeks ago.
Story of another woman that did not know she was pregnant. Again, another flat belly, and there it was. We'll be right back. Up next, I was unexpectedly expecting.
We went to the beach 2 or 3 times. I wore a bikini. You know, there I am 7 months pregnant with them.
Amazing story from Elizabeth. She had a baby boy she did not know was inside of her. She literally had a baby in the toilet, and her college dorm roommate helped her with the whole thing. Didn't know she was pregnant either. She's not the only one that this has happened to. Check this out.
Come on, come on. I got water, please. We need... Oh, she's crowning. Please. She's in labor? You're gonna be fine. Good. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. A little bit of a push. Plunger, please. You're okay. You're right. It's okay. Is this your first time?
Yeah, I've never, oh my God.
This is Ashley, her husband Dustin, and a little somebody here, Audrey. Audrey's a miracle baby as well. So we just saw what was happening the night that Audrey was born. You didn't know you were pregnant either.
Hello.
No. Hello, Audrey. How are you?
She's
you're 2? You're a pretty girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, you didn't know you were pregnant with Audrey?
No.
At all?
I religiously took birth control every day between 9 and 10 every morning since I was 14.
Wow.
And I was 21 when she was born. So I, didn't think that, it was even possible for me to get pregnant. I took it every day, same time, religiously.
Didn't skip days or anything?
No, I'm OCD, I have everything written down and I take everything at the same time.
So you're one of those people that, what is it, like 98.5% a chance that you won't get pregnant? Or like that 1.5% chance that did? Okay. And so, I understand that you didn't know you were pregnant, your tummy was flat, so you were doing normal stuff, like you went to the beach.
Working. We went to the beach, Dustin and I, 2 or 3 times. I wore a bikini. There I am 7 months pregnant with her.
7 months pregnant?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Stomach, no boobs, nothing.
And I know there was like a fire drill somewhere. Something like a fire drill
at work, my co-worker and I, we were having a fire drill because we had just moved into a new building with our office, and we, thought it'd be funny to do the stop, drop, and roll up in the hallways for an hour and a half. And if I would have known I was pregnant, I would have never been rolling on the carpet in the hallway at my work.
And then what about your period?
It would now I know.
Why are you laughing when I said that word? I said that word. You don't even know what that is yet. And you said, ha. Okay, so.
I had, spotting every month, but that's the reason I started taking birth control when I was 14 was I was so active with sports in high school that it caused my period to be either not have one or for it to be irregular.
Oh, so that was normal for you?
Yeah.
Did you gain any weight at all?
through, you know, the whole, I guess, right up until maybe 3 weeks before she was born, I was 100 pounds.
Wow.
When, you know, again, that was probably a month before she was born.
What?
And I probably gained 5 or 6 pounds the whole pregnancy.
5 or 6 pounds?
Yes.
You were 112 pounds when she was born?
Yes.
112 pounds. Tell me about the night that she was born.
The night she was born, it was like any other night. I went to work that day. I got home, and Dustin and I, we went and ate at a seafood restaurant, and we came home, and I remember he went to bed early because he had to be up, you know, real early the next morning. I washed maybe 2 loads of clothes at our apartment, and then I put them in the dryer, and then I went to bed, you know, nothing, you know, out of the ordinary. And I woke up around, I went to bed probably 10:30 or 11. And I woke up, and it was around, you know, close to 3 o'clock, around 2:30, 2:45.
In the morning?
Yeah, and I had a few cramps, and so I got up and went to the bathroom, and I noticed when I wiped after peeing that there was some blood, and so I thought, you know, to go along with the little cramps I was having, I was like, okay, I'm starting my period. I'll just go back to bed, no big deal, you know.
I know at one point you woke up again.
Yes, I woke up.
There was some serious pain, and you ended up leaving and going outside. What happened when you went outside?
I was, you know, hunched over in the bed in pain this time. And Dustin woke up, he heard me in pain, and I told him, I said, I'm going to drive myself to the emergency room, you know, just to make sure it's nothing, you know. I didn't think it was anything serious. I just thought maybe I had like either a blood clot or, you know, it had to do with my irregular periods.
So you go outside.
Well, I grabbed my purse, and I still got on my pajamas. I remember locking the apartment door behind me, and then I remember feeling the wet grass on my face. Somewhere between going to my car and locking the apartment door, I passed out.
You passed out?
Passed out in the grass.
So I understand that a neighbor got home at 4 o'clock in the morning, saw you down there, and started hitting you in the face to wake you up.
Well, no, I remember he was talking to me, and he was like, what's going on, what's going on? And I don't remember if I said anything to him. I don't remember what I said, or I just remember him taking me he left my purse, and then he took me into his apartment and laid me down in the living room floor.
Look at her, just like a woman. And he left my purse. I'm having a baby, he left my purse.
He just didn't
so
even think to get my purse, just took me to his apartment.
So cut to just the paramedics are there, and they don't really know what's going on, and I hear one of them said something.
Well, the paramedic, the man, he noticed that my pajama pants were wet. And so his first, you know, he was like, let's cut the pajama pants off. And so I'm laying there, and they cut the pajama pants off, and then that's when he noticed that I was crowning.
And he said something. Let's not say the word because she's here. So they told us that they said, oh,
yeah,
she's crowning.
Yes.
Because they didn't see a belly, so they were like freaking out.
So then he went from there pulling the baby out, and I'm still laying there, you know.
When you woke up, what did you think?
I woke up, you know, I finally came to. I wasn't aware of what was going on, but it was like I was there, but I wasn't. You know. How
was it for you, Dustin? Being a father and like not knowing what the heck?
Well, being a father has been great, but that night was a sure enough shock.
A shock. So were there any changes with her that you were like, she seems different as this pregnancy was going on?
Not really. I mean, she had normal mood swings that I thought were normal for women to have, you know. She really didn't have many different cravings from normal. And,
no pickles and ice cream?
Well, she started liking pickles, but that was just one thing.
So what did the doctor say, like the medical thing behind this?
I've talked to a couple doctors, like my OBGYN when I go for my yearly PAP. And just that year, I just have, you know, that was the only year I missed my yearly PAP. And, you know, if I would have gone to the PAP, they would have told me that I was pregnant.
Yes, but what did they say as to why you weren't showing?
They say that, you know, it could have been several things. Maybe the placenta was in a different spot, or maybe I've heard of cases that one doctor told me there's cases where the baby can be jarred behind your rib cage, and women don't feel the baby, or they don't know they're pregnant. But he said a lot of times when women don't know they're pregnant, and it's more rare these days,